Good morning, everyone. I am Danilo M. Dumanhag, and this morning we will talk about the relevance of the Rizal course in our contemporary era and its impact to the Filipino students. Importance of Rizal course. Number one, to rededicated the lives of the youth to the ideals of the freedom and nationalism for which our heroes lived and died. So it's very important to honor our heroes because they died for our country. They fight for our country to have so that the Filipino will have their freedom in this country. So number two, to pay a tribute to our national hero for devoting his life and works in shaping the Filipino character. So Rizal is one of the example of the Filipino who follow the steps or the culture of the Filipino people. So for example, is the hobby of the Filipino culture, the language. So that's the one of the steps that Jose Rizal na kumbaga sa Tagalog, siya yung kultura na ginawa niya is yun yung hinabilin niya sa mga tao. Ngayon kaya na ginagamit natin at nakikinabangan natin ngayon. So, yun yung Tagalog niyan. So, number 3, to gain as inspiring source of patriotism through the study of Rizal's life, works, and writings. So, do you know that Jose Rizal is the author of the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo? He is the author of that famous novels, and it's those chapters, every chapters in that book is so inspiring, and there's a lot of lessons, learnings that you will gain in that book and in that story. So, why study Rizal? Because it's mandated by law. Yes, we talked about this last meeting in our discussion with our teacher. And it's mandated by law, yes. The teaching of Jose Rizal's life works and writing is mandated by Republic Act 1425, otherwise known as the Rizal Law. Senator Jose P. Laurel, the person who sponsored the said law, said that since Rizal was the founder of the Philippine nationalism, has contributed much to the current standing of his nation, it is only right that the youth as well as the people in the country know about the learn to imbibe the great ideas for which he died. The Rizal Law, enacted in 1956, seeks to accomplish the following goals. So, for me, my opinion for this is the Rizal Law is very effective, very helpful to the students because it helped us to know the history of the Philippines, to know the culture of the Filipino people, and to know what are the history of the Philippines, what happens to the uh, in that year or and the during na sinakop tayo ng mga Espanyol. So what happened, or we know those events by this subject because of the Rizal Law. Nalaman natin, we know the history because of this subject. So for me, it's very important to be knowledgeable about our history. Why study Rizal? Because the lessons contained with the course. Aside from those mentioned above, there are other reason for teaching the Rizal course in the Philippine school. Number 1, to recognize the importance of Rizal ideals and teachings in relation to present condition and situation in the society. Number 2, to encourage the application of such ideas in current and social and personal problems and issues. Number 3, to develop an appreciation and deeper understanding of the Rizal fought and died for. Number 4, to foster and development of the Filipino youth in all aspects of citizenship. So that's the reason why Rizal course is implemented. So it's very important also, and it's very effective, and we will really feel that it's very effective. It's it's very important as a Filipino to know the history, to know the life of Rizal, to know what are the things he do in order to save the Philippines against the Spaniards. The against the Spaniards, yes. And number five, to dedicate the lives of the youth to ideas of the freedom and nationalism for which our heroes lived and died. It's very important to study this because they died for the Philippines. They died for the Philippines in order to have a freedom in the Philippines. Because the heroes wants that all the Filipino people in the Philippines will have the freedom to live peacefully. And number six, to pay contribute to our national hero for devoting his life and works in shaping the Filipino character. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of culture nowadays in this generation that we copied, or we copied from the past, right? And the last number, to gain an inspiring source of patriotism through the study of Rizal's life, works, and writings. So the Rizal writings like Noli Me Tangere, El Filibusterismo, and the works of Rizal, it really helped us to be more motivated, to be more confident in our own talent, to be more confident that to be our own talent, and that every Filipino has the right, has the freedom to do whatever he wants, or she wants in his life, in her life. So that's the more important. For me, the students, the impact of Jose Rizal to this generation is he gives inspiration to every youth and every students to make more good things in life, to help the country by studying hard for achieving our dreams. And that's one of the impact of the Rizal. She motivated us by his writings like Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. So that's with my report. Thank you so much for listening. I am Danilo Dumanhog, and I'm your reporter for this afternoon. Thank you so much, guys.